So thanks for joining us tonight for Beyond the Kit. Tonight we have Klaudia, and she is going to share with us the benefits of Thieves Cleaner and Thieves Laundry Soap. So if you haven't tried it yet or you just love it, tonight is going to be the night for you. So I'm going to turn it over to Klaudia, and she can take it away.
Can you guys hear me? Okay, I can't hear you, but I think you must have muted all of you, so perfect. Okay, so my name is Klaudia Gagne, and I've been into essential oils, well, Young Living essential oils anyways, for about 1.5 years now. And when I originally got into oils, I didn't really know there was anything else besides the smell of it. So I have been learning copious amounts of information since then and haven't stopped. It's just kind of been, in the most positive way, overwhelming. So I'm here to talk to you guys about the Thieves Cleaner and the Thieves Laundry Detergent. Because I thought at the very first time when I got introduced to the Thieves Laundry Detergent, I figured it was one of those really small, dinky containers that cost way too much, and I'm like, how would this possibly clean? And then I started to use it, and I was blown away. But before I get into that, I just wanted to read you guys quickly a little story time because it really resonated with me when I was reading this book. And I know Yvonne was talking about it on the Hive group a little while ago. And so it just happened to be a story in here that completely was related to what we're doing. So I'm just going to quickly read it to you guys. It's not very long. And it has something to do with with laundry detergents, I guess. So it's what you can't see that matters. Get your whites whiter and your brights brighter, says a TV commercial for the newest laundry detergent. This was the value proposition for many years in the laundry detergent business. A perfect, legitimate claim. That's what the market research revealed customers wanted. The data was true, but the truth of what people wanted was different. The makers of laundry detergent asked consumers what they wanted from the detergent. And consumers said whiter whites and brighter brights. Not such a remarkable finding if you find out that people doing laundry wanted the detergents to help them get their clothes not just clean, but very clean. So brands attempted to differentiate how they got their whites whiter and how they got their brights brighter by trying to convince consumers that one additive was more effective than another. Protein, said one brand. Color enhancers, said another. No one asked the questions as to why consumers wanted their clothes clean. That little nugget wasn't revealed until many years later when a group of anthropologists hired one of the packaged good companies revealed that all those additives weren't in fact driving behavior. They observed that when people took their washing out of the dryer, no one held it up to the light to see how white their clothes were compared to the other items. The first thing they did when they pulled it out of their laundry was to smell it. This was an amazing discovery. Feeling clean was more important to people than actually being clean. There was a presumption that all detergents get their clothes clean. That's what detergent is supposed to do. But having their clothes smell fresh and clean mattered much more than the nuanced differences between which detergent actually made their clothes measurably cleaner. Anyway, so I thought I'd just quickly read that to you because I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know who does that when they get their clothes out of the dryer, smells it. Like, first thing you do is you smell it, because I was a huge one of that. I'm like, how many laundry sheets did I put in there? Does it smell delicious? And now I'm completely opposite. So moving into that, I'm going to start into our skin is the largest organ of our body. So a lot of things get put onto our skin, and tying into that is the detergent. So the Thieves detergent is free of dyes, petrochemicals, formaldehydes, phosphates, any synthetic perfumes, fragrances, SLS, which is sodium lauryl sulfate. And I kind of did a little bit of digging into that. And SLS is actually a hugely mass-produced chemical that is cheap and super irritant on the skin. So, and as I was doing some of this research too, I came across a couple other brands and a couple of the other chemicals that these brands had. And one of the chemicals, not even kidding you, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because it's actually 26 letters long. It's the whole alphabet. So if you guys would like to, I can send you a screenshot of what that chemical is, but I'm not even going to go there because it was crazy. But anyway, so the reason I use Thieves Cleaner, first of all, is of all those things I've sort of mentioned. And the other reason is because honestly, all you guys need is like a quarter capful. I don't know if you can see that. So all you would need is like that much. So when I first started to use it, I thought I needed half a capful, and then I actually started to do a little bit more reading, and it said a quarter capful. I'm like, oh my gosh, I could use even less, and it actually still washed my clothes. So I was shocked. So comparing to, I guess, brand name laundry detergents, it does cost a little bit more, but I did the math on that, and even with the conversion with the dollar, it ended up being about, for 64 loads, you're paying about, what did I do the math on here? You're paying about 59 cents per load, and that's converted into Canadian dollars. Where any kind of other store name brands, you're paying about anywhere from 20 to 50 cents per load. That has, those brands are full of chemicals, toxins, perfumes, and 26 lettered ingredients that I couldn't even find any information on. No wonder we have eczema as an epidemic. So that was that. That kind of shot out for me. Also, because my daughter does have really bad eczema, where she wears any clothes that have any sort of, like, you know, flannel clothing sometimes have fire retardant on them, and she breaks out immediately from that. So since I've switched to this, she hasn't had as many breakouts for sure. And again, I just feel like I'm saving money with this. I don't have that crazy overpowering smell. And I did go through a bit of a breakdown with some of the chemicals, or not chemicals, some of the ingredients that are in the Thieves cleaner, but I'm not going to go through all of them one by one because that's just crazy town and I'm not a scientist. But if you guys would like to do that, there is actually a site that I did kind of come across while I was doing some research. It's called www.ewg.org. And so I don't know if anyone's heard of it, but it actually stands for Environmental Working Group. And so on there you can go on and you can type in, say, Tide, and it'll give you a list of all the Tide laundry detergents, and it'll tell you, it rates it from the testing they've done on how the level of toxicity, the level of how eco-friendly it is, the level of skin irritants, like you name it, it's all over the place. So, and I do know there's a couple things in there that I have some friends and family that use, and I looked it up and I'm like, oh my gosh. So it's crazy scary. But yeah, so that's kind of my story with the Thieves detergent. I will not go back. I thought at first it was crazy expensive, but now that's the only way that's the only way we do laundry at our house. So it doesn't have a crazy smell to it either. I think most of us, when we do laundry, we want that smell. So what I've done now with that is I have these dryer balls, or you can have these balls, or you can have those balls, whatever one you want. Anyways, so with these dryer balls, they're made out of wool. A lot of people that are crafty can make their own, but I've just started to put 2 or 3 or 4 drops of essential oils on them as well. Usually purification or geranium is kind of my faves, and I throw those in there with my clothes after they're washed, and that's it. Like, there's no, I feel totally safe and comfortable with doing that with all my clothes and sheets and face cloths, and I have no issues with it. So, questions? I feel like I babbled on about the Thieves cleaner, or the Thieves detergent. Nope? Cool. Okay, sounds good. How are we for time? I feel like I'm rushing through it.
We're good. We got about 5 minutes left, so you're fine.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Sounds good. So the other one I'm going to touch on real quick here too is the Thieves cleaner. So the Thieves cleaner, again, I am a skeptic of all things, so I was super skeptical about it as well. I'm like, I'll just do vinegar and water with a little bit of my store, or my health food store lime oil, right, or whatever it was. So when I bought this, I had to really put it to the test. So what it ends up being is $27.50 for this bottle, Canadian, without tax. And once you break it down for all your cleaning uses, and I'll kind of give you an example of what I do at home, is I take this little spray bottle, which is about 240 ml, so it's just about a cup, and I take a cap full of this cleaner, so just one of these, put it in here, and then I put it in here, and then I fill the rest with water, and that's all. This is what I use. That's it. That's all I use for my floor, for my my sinks, my countertops, my windows, mirrors, toilets. I think I said about toilets. Sometimes for toilets, I'll put 2 caps because it's a toilet. I've used it on kids' toys. I've used it on my boxing gloves to kind of help deodorize them after because they're stinky and sweaty. You can use it on gym equipment, in the shower for mildew and residue. It works amazing. So I've gone from using, you know, a couple Mr. Cleans with all the crazy smells and all the pine salts to honestly having one item everywhere. So I know a couple of you have tried this. Has anyone here not tried a Thieves cleaner? Wow, good. Okay, good. Good. So yeah, dollar for dollar, it works out to be about, once you fill 1 cap into about a cup full of water, works out to be about 98 cents for a spray bottle. So just under $1 for all-purpose cleaner. I don't know that you can find a cleaner in the store that's under $1 unless it's coming from the dollar store with God knows what's in it. So yeah, can't really beat that. So that's kind of my, and again, the Thieves cleaner is, I did a bit of research on all the chemical compounds that are in there, and none of the research that I did drove me to find 26-letter ingredients. All of them are plant-derived ingredients. Some of them come from coconut oil. They're derived from coconut oil. A lot of them are biodegradable, eco-friendly. Yeah, free of phosphates. So I just can't really say enough about it. It actually smells great. It does its job, and it's not expensive. And not just for the fact of listening to what this will do for cleanliness of our house, but I think we forget too about our environment with a lot of this stuff. Is we think once it goes down the drain and into the washing machine and wherever it goes that we're good, but we do forget about the effect it's leaving on our water systems and on everything else for our kids and for their generation. So that's super important to me as well. I don't know who gets crazy overwhelmed when they go to the grocery store and they stand in the aisle of like that doom aisle of cleaners that have like Febreze, Mountain Fresh, Spring Fresh, and there's just an abundance of product that I just have a headache standing there. So I don't know if anyone else feels the same way, but I just shoot right past that zone now. So yeah. Anyone else have a comment, question? Yes, that's in our lawns. This is true. Yep. Oh, someone else. Oh, the chemical side at the store. Yeah. So there's just too much to choose. And honestly, you guys, if you go to the grocery store and you look at the ingredients in some of your products, you would be shocked beyond belief. Again, check out that site, that ewg.org. And I'm not even kidding you. You'll I actually take a screenshot of the one item that my sister uses and sent it to her, and I think she might hate me now because it was an epic fail on almost every side of this certain product. I'm not here to bash it, but wow. Actually, Tide, that's not the product I'm talking about, but Tide, all their, I don't know, 30, 40 different brands of Tide have big old Fs. They all fail in all the categories for every component of environmentally friendly, skin irritant, poisonous, toxic, all of it. So that's all. I'm not, your choice.
But they smell good, right, Klaudia?
Oh yeah, they do. And you just think about all that nice, lovely crap you pull on your dry lint after too. Like that dryer lint, since I've switched, I don't pull waxy crap out of my dryer lint. It comes right off. And we've made a bucket. I should have brought it. I've made a bucket of dryer lint now. And so what you do is, you're gonna think I'm such a crazy hippie. So you collect all this dryer lint and then you put it into like a birdhouse, and the birds come and collect it and use it as their nesting material. Chemical-free nest.
Awesome. The one testimonial I do want to give about Thieves Cleaner before we wrap it up is that it's not just for your household and for women cleaning the house, it's for men too. Kevin found it remarkable to clean the barbecue. It looks absolutely amazing. And the other is the wheels and the tire rims on our car. So definitely a great one to have in the garage or on the deck also. So I just wanted to throw that in there.
That's awesome. No, that is really good. I know someone had a question earlier today if it's safe to use on stainless steel, like in your kitchen on your fridge. I'm not so spoiled to have a stainless steel fridge, but I do know a couple people that do use it on their fridge and have had no issues, and it does a pretty good job shining it up. So unless anyone else can input on that, I feel that that's pretty safe to use on there as well. So, but I think the biggest thing for me was using it on glass. The fact that I could use it on glass, mirrors, and surface, that to me was like, oh, I don't even need to buy Windex or use smelly vinegar even, because that's pretty cool.
What do you got, Annalise? You want to say something?
Yeah, we have a trailer, and we undid the awning this winter as we went to Arizona, and the other side from the awning was absolutely horrible from last summer. So of course I said to my hubby, well, use the Thieves cleaner. He wasn't convinced yet about all this stuff. He used it, and I tell you, it's sparkly white. Even he was totally shocked. So use it on your awning of your trailer. Those of you that have that, it's amazing. Tell the guys.
Yeah. Klaudia, are you seeing that from Brittany? She says, all my appliances are stainless steel and it works great on my stuff too. So,
wicked. Awesome.
Thanks for that.
One day I will have stainless steel.
Thanks, Annalise, for sharing that. I appreciate it very much. And we're going to call it quits there. I'm just going to stop the recording. Thanks for joining us, Klaudia.
Thank you.